this is I can do better. And I just got informed about something I actually didn't take note on. Well, you might want to point out that the player he's calling hacks on was the one that was dead most of the clip. I'm at here because I want you to see this section first together with the account. Then I will show you the developers talking about an update that will help indicate something while we see the indication. And then I will go back and show you that the guy was dead all the time.
I don't believe in coincidences. I'm saying, so it would just seem like he's got some kind of cheat to move the body while it's on the ground, and then to top it off, as soon as I go and pull out the syringe to go and heal myself, he runs in and charges and immediately kills me with the explosive bow. If I had not been syringing, I would have at least traded with the person. Clearly evidence that he's wall hacking, no footsteps, and some kind of cheat to make his dark side silent, and a new cheat to move your partner's body when it's on the floor and basically move it closer to you so that you can put it into a better spot to be revived, right? Never seen it before. Never have I seen a bug that makes bodies slide around in 1,000 hours of Hunt Showdown. I mean, it makes perfect sense strategically why you would do it, and I don't believe that some miraculous bug that I've never seen before just so happens to be benefiting this other dude who also seems to have no footsteps and silent dark side, right? Okay, and look at the guy's profile. The guy's name is 4 on its own. He has a decent amount of time spent in the game, but less than 1 KD. Is this less than 1 KD plays? And we've got anime avatar, minimum of 10 games on a 4-year-old account.
Okay, so now you heard that he's talking about the guy being a cheater, using wall hack, pulling his teammates' body closer to him and such. You have seen that Joe Blue says, and the guy's profile name is 4. You have seen that he's showing the Steam profile. Now, let's see what the development team have to say about these icons down here. If you already play the game, you should already know how they look. I didn't take note of it before, so I was blind. I will gladly admit that. I was blind. Now, here.
We have an example here. This is like a contract with 2 bosses. In that contract, you've had one duo, players A and B, a solo, player C, and another solo, player D. Now, what happened? So A and B, the duo, they killed the bosses and took the bounty. So they run around with 4 bounty tokens. Now, B of that team is being sniped by D, but gets revived without further interaction. So like long range shot, maybe guys being revived, they move away. The other guy, the sniper B, cannot follow them. No further interactions between the 2 teams. However, on the way out, C also ambushes A and B, kills them, and takes 2 of the tokens. Keep in mind, with 2 bosses, 4 tokens. As a solo, he can only bring 2 tokens out of the mission, so obviously he takes what he can get, leaving some behind. Then C leaves the mission, basically taking the bounty home without encountering D. So it's a very, very basic, a very, very straightforward scenario. And let's have a look at what this would look like afterwards in the team details.
And the question is what happened to X?
Exactly.
And how many apples he had. Yeah. So, yeah.
This will become much clearer in the images, but I think it's important to run through this because you guys will need some context, as the screen usually is only really readable to you based on your own session experience. So I had to kind of build a little bit of a fake session in your heads so we can talk about it. Now, in this particular case, what you see is this is the perspective from player B. So his teammate, player A, you will now have him marked in the color blue. So kind of like to note that this is your teammate. And this is also relevant because on the right-hand side, you see how icons with a blue background are now basically from the perspective of your teammate. So what?
Okay, so the blue icon background, the blue background of the icon is of your teammate, which means that is from the perspective of yourself.
What happened in this particular scenario here is that player B got killed by player D. So that was the sniper in the beginning. He was then picked up, probably like a Red Skull revive of some sort. He might have died to AI before. We don't know that from the screen. And then later on, he was also downed and then killed by player C, who then took the bounty, it seems, because he extracted with 2 bounty tokens, player C that is.
Which you can see on that icon there. two tokens and extract it.
So again, you now have a better understanding that like this guy here actually downed your partner. He
That one.
killed you. There
And
might
that
have
one.
been some revives going on there. And he then took the bounty and left.
And that
So
one. So, teammate, you. If we then look at Joe's, teammate, Joe. So there are two interactions on this player 4 here. Two interactions, teammate and Joe. Both having a slight arrow down at the bottom. This here is not a slight arrow. This here is I would call that a slight arrow. But if we then go back to this moment here, let's see what happens in this moment. Sound. There we go. So that's Joe's teammate being downed.
Okay. And
If we just do this here. Screenshotting this. Then going back to that moment. So now we have seen, whoops. Now we have seen the teammate get downed and Joe downing the enemy. Number 4. How do you know you cannot trust Joe Blue? Downed teammate, downed enemy. These two people are down, just like indicated here.
I hear the gunshot, and it literally coming somewhere not too far from my right, but not right on top of me, like a little bit further to the right to me.
He's trying to give context.
So you got to ask yourself the question here is, how did this guy revive this other dude? You can
So he now again made an interaction with this dude here, number 4. So far there have been absolutely no other interactions on this screen. And it was a revive on, what's it called? By Necromancer.
hear that his footsteps are far to the right, and you go, well, he's got Necro. Never heard him go into Darkside.
Because he went into Darkside out of your range. But that doesn't matter. Listen to how he accuses the alive person of cheating.
I should be able to hear that. He's not that far away that I can't hear Darkside, right? And the guy's just basically got his mate up, and then he's running. You hear his footsteps to my right. Literally right here on this corner where I look, that's where his footsteps are.
Literally, you're right. Aren't you? I think it's to your literally on the right side.
And somehow he's got from this position on this corner here, he's got here completely silently, not a single footstep. And I should be able to hear it. I'm literally right next to him. I should be able to hear crouching footsteps. The meathead is to my left, the right.
And there you can see, like, he's accusing this guy here of cheating, just like I also showed you down here. That he's claiming this guy here have wall hacks because of the moment down here.
Oh, shit.
Reloading. And this syringe. That's the same thing Joe was talking about down here, that he had wall hacks to see that Joe pulled out the syringe. But if you look here, this here is who killed Joe Blue. Killed Joe Blue. Sorry for the insanely horrible circle. Like, Darling is the one that killed Joe Blue. Not 4. Yet Joe Blue does this.
Okay, and look at the guy's profile. The guy's name is 4 on its own. He has a decent...
No, the guy's name is Darling, and his teammate that was dead majority of the time is 4. You then go forward and show this picture here, which I will find and then see what Darling's profile looks like. Okay, so I couldn't search the ID of there directly into Steam, and I'm actually not certain. I cannot search that directly either. So what I did was go into steamid.uk, search it up here, take the community profile, went to the profile on the browser. So we have the same person here. His name is now Kyoka Suigetsu. Kyoka Suigetsu. Isn't that from Bleach? But you can see here his name is 4. His name was previously 4. He changed his name to Kyoka Suigetsu. Going into his friends, you can then see Darling being here. It is a 2-year-old account, 10 games, and apparently have some comments. He's from Germany, also a low account, but yeah, like Overlord, Delta the Game, Stupid Russia Cheater from Germany. In the current update of his profile. Okay. I imagine this then here will be Russian, this will be Russian. Spida, Ubishid, Oskilneo, Noe. And this probably is Russian. I have no idea. But you can see, like, it's the same thing with Joe. Anime picture, 10 games. Can little just be a person that have a new account and only play the games he likes. You don't need a crap ton of games because that doesn't show shit. And with this guy here, he's having an older account. Again, only 10 plus games. But that still just means he's playing the games that he likes. This guy here, his friend, anime from France, 183 games, 100 plus games. How old is his account? 11 years of service. So that this here is a rather old account. Is he playing Hunt? Games. Cannot see that. That sucks. Because I'm not logged in, and this is a browser. So he's also a friend with someone from Japan. Sea of Thieves, nice. I like watching that game actually. But you can see like 2-year-old account. What the fuck? 124 games. Cuts foil. This here might be a dummy account actually, because foil badges are rare. If I'm not mistaken. The foil badges should be that extra. Yeah, foil badge. Compared to the normal badges. Foil badges are extra badges that's slightly harder to get. So this here might be a dummy account going for perfectionist. But I don't know. Could also just be that he started Steam that by around that time. Which also would explain his level. Here is one thing Joe always points out, but not really anything suspicious. A lot of hours in Dota. Rust, Counter-Strike, not really. Trade Band, Trade, same person. Okay. But you can see, like, his friends, 7 hours, 7 years of service, and still only 10 plus games. People are allowed to have a low amount of games when they just play the games they like. Like, he's literally putting a crap ton of time into Dota. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But apparently, Joe Blue does not know how to read the team details because he's claiming a dead person killed him. Joe Blue claims a dead person is the cheater. Killed Joe Blue, died to Joe Blue, But if we just skip in here,
in any way, I should be able to perfectly hear his crouching footsteps from that direction. Yet I cannot hear him at all.
Yeah. Stand up. Oh, shit.
And then of course he sees me, presumably with wall hacks, that I'm basically getting my injector out, my syringe out, and runs in for the kill. Because if I had my shotgun ready, I'd have at least probably traded with the dude, more than likely with the Codwell. So he must have seen with wall hacks that I was taking the syringe, ran in, and then took the
see how he claims that enemy right there being the cheater, killing him. But if we then look again at the thing here at the end, downed Joe's teammate, Joe Blue downed this guy and killed Joe Blue. Now listen to Joe Blue again.
that some miraculous bug that I've never seen before just so happens to be benefiting this other dude who also seems to have no footsteps and silent dark side, right? Okay, and look at the guy's profile. The guy's name is 4 on its own. He has a decent amount of time spent in the game, less than 1 KD. Is this less than 1 KD plays? And we've got...
So again, he only brings attention to 4, not to the real person that killed him, Darling.
Anime avatar, minimum of 10 games on a 4-year-old account. But anyway, guys, that's it for this episode.
So there you go. Joe Blue are so hasty in everything he does that he actually doesn't even know who killed him and who did not. He's just crying, "Ah, cheater!" But yeah, even dead people are apparently cheating on Joe Blue now.